Here we go. So we're recording again. So let's do another example. Okay, so here we're going to solve this by elimination, right? Now, looking at these alone, if you add these equations together, you're not going to kill off a variable, right? However, we can see, wait a minute, let's look at x. Okay, we have for x, this is negative 8x. This isn't negative, this isn't 8x, it's 4x. But if we multiply the first equation by 2, then this will become 8x, which is what I'm doing here. Right? So if we were to multiply the first equation by 2, okay, as you can see, then the first equation becomes this, 8x plus 14y is negative 6. And that's good, right? That's what we want. Because now, if we were able to add these, then the x's would cancel. That's what happens here. So let me say it again. We don't have 4x, we don't have 8x here. If this were somehow 8x, then we can just add and kill off the x variable. But we don't have that. But can we turn this into 8x? Well, yeah, we could. We multiply by 2, and that's what I'm doing here. But you can't just multiply one thing by 2. You have to multiply everything by 2. You can't just multiply the x part by 2 and ignore the rest. You have to multiply everything by 2. As you can see. Okay, so we multiply by 2. Now we see, oh, this is 8x. Now we can add and kill off the x variable. And that's what I'm doing here. But notice what's also happening is the y variable goes away as well. Right? So this would be 0. So we have 0 on the left-hand side is what I'm saying. On the right-hand side, we also get 0. And remember, when we get something like this, 0 equals 0, right? That tells us there are infinitely many solutions. And the equations there are dependent. Okay? The equations there are dependent. Okay, since we get 0 equals 0, we have infinitely many solutions. These equations are dependent. I mean, if you were to graph these two in Desmos, one, you would have 2 lines, but they overlap each other. All right. So I am tempted to let you try this, but I just keep thinking it might be better if I do it with you. Yeah, let me do it with you guys, okay? Unless, you know what, not. I want everyone to try this. Just take about 5 minutes. If you don't finish it, that's okay. But I want everyone to try this, though.